Now we feel even more sympathy for this guy because nobody cares what his trunks are.
But Sylvester had this sense of what it was, what it would become, and he inspired all of us.
Nos cinemas.
That afternoon premiere, I mean, tons of people were walking out in droves, and I couldn't understand it. He was just sitting there looking, because, you know, almost like mortified, tears in his eye, and sitting there, and then the night of the premiere, it was the biggest movie in the world.
Everybody remembers seeing Rocky. When I first saw Rocky, I thought it was one of the greatest things I'd ever seen.
I can kind of remember where I was sitting. I was sort of sitting, the theater was packed, it was absolutely packed, and everybody had come to this movie, and I was sort of sitting in the middle section in the back on the left. I can still see where I was sitting because I remember at the end of the movie, literally people were standing up and cheering, and I'd never seen anything like that in the movie theater before.
Honest to God, I was walking down New York City, okay, down some street, and I'm going down, and there were a bunch of workmen, you know. They seemed to be on a million platforms and everywhere, and all of a sudden I heard, "Yo, Adrian! Yo!" Oh my God, it was coming from everywhere in New York City.
I mean, I thought Rocky would be maybe successful underbilling in the drive-in for the summer of '76. I had no idea it was going to go on like this.
Rocky, I'm in the movie. I still can't turn it off. I'll be sitting there flipping around and they'll go like, "Yeah, I don't know, baby." And I just sit there watching.
That amazing shift of going from being a private person to a very public person was rather stunning.
And I said, well, you know, enjoy this. And he said, what? I said, being able to walk down the street without people clamoring and wanting your autograph, you know, to be anonymous. It's nice. And I remember him saying, "No, don't worry, I'm ready."
The impact that it had wherever he went, it really was like the Beatles coming to town.
Rocky is now an Academy Award winner.
First time he was nominated, the film won. I mean, he was there, you know, with his shirt off.
Like Rocky was a 1,000,001 shot. I think this movie was a 1,000,001 shot. I don't think it'll become trendy, but I do think a lot of neophyte actors, writers, and directors will get a shot.
It's extraordinary how that character has translated.
Rocky did great. Then he did 2 movies, which I liked, Fist and Paradise Alley.
You got a lot of style for a guy with pigeon stuff on your shoulder, Cosmo.
I was taking a lot on my shoulders, which maybe I shouldn't have, but I really loved the story, but it was like incomprehensible to most people, so I was sort of stuck with it. And I thought, well, after writing Rocky and being in Rocky, I said, well, you know, maybe you should try one more thing, try to just direct it. And I found that I enjoyed the process a lot.
Now you're in his tight close-up. Right, now, doesn't have to go that fast. She goes, she starts to walk out, and whack! His close-up swivels from here to there. Nifty, huh? I'm back.
Didn't do well. The guy's over.
So if you're listening, Sylvester Stallone, take that and that. So you lose these little battles. But man, when you face that big war, you take that one.
Rocky 2 comes out, movie of the year. Uh-oh. The things aren't going good. Does a few movies here. Yeah, he's finished. Rocky 3, bigger than Rocky 2, and 1 put together. They go, oh, gee. Now these guys don't know if they're coming or going.
He wants to prove to the whole world that it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time out.
I never asked you to stop being a woman, you know. Please, don't ask me to stop being a man.
The doctor said you shouldn't fight anymore.
You recommended I don't fight, and I recommend that I do. I never saw Rocky as a one-off, and I received criticism like, "Oh, you're just pandering, or you're continuing to live off the first one. Each one gets worse." I said, no. Each one is a segment of a life that's in progress.
Bust you off.
Go for it.
The worst thing happened to you. There couldn't be any fight. You got civilized. Get out of here with you!
Você está assistindo Biografia. Vamos apresentar Biografia.
Dirigir.
Sly became such a bigger-than-life hero and character that he and I would talk about the guy and victim to being a cult hero. And I think that's really Sly's enormous contribution to it, because against everybody's wishes, he really insisted the character live.
I was surprised at how well it did, because it's a new kind of film, like kind of we hadn't seen an American turning on America like that. It was just very unusual. There was a polarization in the country, and there was a lot of disgruntled veterans, a lot of people angry, a lot of wounds still open, and so Rambo became kind of a flashpoint, and the liberals were going, look what he represents. He belongs to the right wing. He's a saber rattler. He's jingoistic. He's the guy who's, no, man, I'm just trying to make a living. I'm interpreting this. I'm neutral.